I'm Ashley, and this is my husband Colin, and our newest crew member, Felix. For the past 2 years, we've been refitting our 91 Beneteau so we can take our family sailing. Join us as we finally set off on our first adventure to the Bahamas.
Good morning, everyone. We're on day 2 of being on the hook here in Beaufort. We've tucked in here because the wind offshore is dead on the nose at about 25 knots or so, and with our crew being still pretty green and pretty new and having Felix on board, we're being pretty easy with everything. Been exploring the town, haven't been here in about 10 years. Grew up racing back there at the yacht club. But yeah, a couple other boats have tucked in also here at the anchorage. It's supposed to get really nasty today with about 1.5 inches of rain and about 25 knots of wind is predicted. We'll see if that actually happens, but it's gonna be a stay in the boat and work on some projects kind of day, and we're gonna start moving south again tomorrow.
It is really early in the morning, and we are taking off finally from Beaufort after like 5 days.
No, it's been 3 days here.
It's been 5.
We've not been here 5 days.
We've been here 4 nights. 4 nights.
3 full days. Yeah.
No, that's not how that works. Anyway, we are going south.
I think we're going to be motoring most of the way. There's zero wind out there right now, but we'll see.
Finally.
The forecasts are all over the place right now with regards to the wind. But yeah, so it's going to be a quick motor, find a spot to anchor for the night, and then probably try to head to Cumberland Island the next day. That's going to be about 100 nautical miles. The wind's supposed to be really nice, so we'll see. Hopefully that forecast holds true.
Bye, Beaufort. Been here way too long.
But it was a pleasure, and the anchorage was awesome.
Yeah. I don't know if the anchorage was awesome, but the anchor was awesome.
Yeah.
Because it was rough out here.
Yeah, you're kind of exposed, and we did see some gusts at times up to like 30 knots with some of these fronts coming in. Still so early. I can't talk.
More dog. Everyone likes to see a dog.
But yeah, very often we had steady 20 knots of breeze, and we're like an hour inland up the river. So I don't know how many miles that is, but yeah, maybe 6 miles.
Pretty far in.
Yeah.
For it to still be like 26 gusting.
Yeah.
But it's low tide now, so we're gonna make it under the bridge and go from there. We got 70 feet, Colin. You see that?
68. No.
70. We should have like 5 feet up there, right? Doesn't feel like it though.
I don't think 5 feet, but.
What if it's 70?
Oh yeah. Yeah. given the conditions and the wind, or lack thereof, for part of today, we decided to just keep moving south. I'm not quite sure where we're going. It's St. Catharines. It's St. Catharines Sound, but there's a nice little anchorage here. According to the reviews, we'll film some of it, let you know. But we've done a pretty good majority of motor sailing today at about 7 knots or so. Just knocking out some miles. And we're coming in a little bit early before dark, which I appreciate.
Stayed here for one night. It's still calm, so we're gonna keep heading south. Hopefully make it to Cumberland Island today. Hopefully the weather or the waves are better than yesterday when we all got sick. Except Colin, of course. Let's go.
Let's get that anchor up.
Right, so it infects your gut. It's shedding feces. You get it by eating
Getting low out here.
food or drinking water that's contaminated.
Earlier.
In your surveillance.
Even Felix is upset about that.
James Trask and John Paul proposed that it might be useful to study wastewater.
All is calm, 7 miles offshore right now. We're down to motor sailing. The wind has died. The forecast, again, wasn't 100% accurate. Hopefully it comes back and we can get to sailing again, but we're, with the sails up and everything, we're going about 7 knots. So we got about 7 or 8 hours left today before we make it into our anchorage. Hopefully before dark still. We look like we're still on track to get there before dark. But it's just these days of knocking out some miles, ready for warmer weather and less moisture. It rained last night again, everything's covered, nothing's drying out. But we're looking for some sunshine. We haven't seen it probably 3 days now. So we kind of have to run the motor a little bit to charge up the batteries as well. So that's our little mid-passage update up here.
Starting to rain.
Starting to rain.
Brought the sails in a little bit, leafed the main. We don't know how bad it's gonna get.
Good practice too, because we haven't done it in a while, so.
Oh. You can hear the rain now. The only thing that worries me, probably not Colin, is we can't see anything out here. But we can hear people talking on the radio, but no one's coming up on EIS. So we're kind of blind.
Well, we also have radar. Nothing's on radar but the rain
That we can see.
that we can see. But we're like 6 miles offshore, and we can see probably half a mile around us, so we have time to react if we see something.
I'm worried about other boats, not us.
Well,
If someone's not paying attention
yeah.
and they're going fast,
Well, they hopefully aren't doing that. It is what it is.
Security. Hello, all stations. This is the United States Coast Guard, Sector Jacksonville, Florida. Will activate the security zone located near Cape Canaveral. The security zone will remain active until the Falcon 9er Crew 8 rocket is launched and the booster has landed. No persons or vessel may enter, pass through, or remain within the security zone unless authorized by the captain of the Port of Jacksonville, Florida. Here to contact the Coast Guard via VHF FM.
It would be a lot of fun to watch that launch, but I don't think we're going to be able to. But it is kind of cool that we're close enough to Florida now that we're picking up the transmissions on channel 16 and 22.
We're entering the St. Mary's Channel. The fog has come back in. Can't see a thing.
Nope.
Look at that. Oh, we can see the sun. That's about it. Twisting this around. So we gotta follow this very closely because there are hidden jetties
And soil.
and soil. They just dump it right outside the channel, and we don't want to hit that. Oh, we're in the channel column. Didn't know our boat could turn that sharp.
We found ourselves fighting an outgoing current, so under motor our boat speed went down to like 3.5 knots, which got us coming in way before dark, or way after dark. Before dark. So we put out the head sail. We reefed it to like the number 3 spot, just because the wind is picking up, and we're still in this inlet. But we're now cruising at 7.5 knots water speed, but 5.5 knots over ground. So we made up half an hour, 45 minutes already of time. It's just a mad dash to get to the anchorage before dark so we can see where we're anchoring.
The fog has cleared out and we can see everything now. It's actually pretty beautiful here. There's all the fog back there.
I will say it's gotten considerably colder because of the fog in the air. And also there's another boat in the anchorage we're going to, so we might meet some people. We don't know.